day this morning. Yeah, I had got 27 laps on the soft rear, so pretty happy with that. I worked really well this morning considering we used it so much yesterday and then again today. So really happy with the performance of the bike on the softer tyres. And the front as well, we finished up then with 33 laps on the front tyre and it was pretty good, so can't complain.
What is the most surprising thing that you like the most of this bike?
Just the consistency, I'm able to really focus on my lines and I'm really able to get the same line nearly every lap. If you look at my rhythm and my race, my pace in general, not many laps are off, what the other laps have been in the run. We never really make any mistakes so far, like running wide or anything like that. It feels, very in control.
What is there? I mean, last year the factory riders complained a lot about turning. It was the one thing. It was a great bike. The only difficulty was it was difficult to get the bike to turn, or physical to get the bike to turn. Do you feel that?
For sure. I mean, there's a couple of points around where it's not ideal for turning, but I feel the bike's got some variety about it, and you're able to ride around that sort of problem. Yeah. And we've done some changes this morning. In terms of setup, just to try and make it turn just a little bit better, and I think we've gone in the right direction. We'll have to throw some tyres at it this afternoon to see if we can.
Your friends at Mark VDS would do with an experienced rider.
I don't know. Franco looked like he was going pretty well yesterday, but it's not easy for them. I know the situation those guys are in, but I'm sure Frankie's a world champion, and I'm sure he'll come through.
Have you ridden with and without the winglets?
I started yesterday on the normal fairing, and then we went to the aero fairing halfway through yesterday. Simply because in Jerez we tried to ride nearly the whole time without the aero fairing, but we started chasing around trying to fix problems that once we put the aero fairing on it, they weren't there anymore. So this time instead of changing the bike first, we went and just put the fairing on, and it seemed to make the problems that I had, in like turn 5 and places like that, it seemed to go away.
What's the difference between with and without?
Just more load on the front in general.
Yeah, right. Okay. Does it make the bike more difficult to turn, or do you not?
A little bit, but you don't really notice it.
Right.
Jack, you're starting to get an idea of what might be possible results-wise with this bike this year.
It's still too early, halfway through the second day of testing, but no, I feel pretty good on it. We'll have to wait and see, also how the bike goes. And, this track's normally a pretty good track for the Ducati, so have to wait and see how we get on in Thailand and then also in Qatar in the test before we can really have an idea and wait for the first race.
What's the track conditions like?
Pretty good. I mean...
Because it dried reasonably quickly this morning.
Not bad, yeah. I mean, seems that the track... I was speaking to Loris this morning, and it seems that the track, the older the asphalt gets, it's seeming to seal up a bit better, and it's becoming more like a normal asphalt again.
Yeah.
We just hope that we don't get too much rain this evening, but it's Malaysia, it will be there. But hopefully we'll be able to get out the Savo and put some tyres on and go for a little time attack this afternoon. We didn't really want to do one this morning. We just went out, like I said, with the used tyre. But no, the track seems pretty quick. For Danny to do a 59.4 on the first day, especially with it being wet in the morning. Normally after it's wet, the wet rubbers, and a lot of guys did a fair few laps, so there was a fair bit of wet rubber down, but by the end of the day it seemed that the track was in pretty good condition.
It looks like you could be able to fight for top 5 on a constant basis.
We will see. Fingers crossed, that's the idea, but no, we will see.
Got a lot more work to do.
Definitely. We're making headway and making progress, but for sure I'd like some more.
Okay, thanks. Super.